This right here is the 2017 iPad Pro 10.5 edition. I got this last summer and I got it from Amazon certified refurbished, and it cost me around $360. And I have to say, this is probably the best investment I made in 2019, and I still use it a lot and it's still holding up pretty well in 2020. This thing runs the latest version of iOS, now called iPad OS. I bought this one with 64 gigabytes of storage, and it's still very fast and snappy. Going a little bit into the specs, it has an A10X Fusion chipset, 4 gigabytes of RAM, and the display is 120 Hz. Just in comparison, the 2020 iPad Pro 11-inch edition has an A12Z Bionic chipset, 6 gigabytes of RAM, and 120 Hz display also. This iPad, although it's a few years old, complemented with an Apple Pencil and a keyboard case, really boosted my overall effectiveness and productivity as a college student. Last summer, going to my senior year of college, I had a rigorous schedule coming up for me. I had lots of high-level computer science classes scheduled and lots of extracurricular activities and clubs. This meant a lot of note-taking and answering a lot of emails, going to class, going to meetings, basically bouncing around campus, and for the most part, I would be always on the go. As a computer science student, I didn't always need my 15-inch powerhouse of a laptop. I really only needed it for long periods of programming, video editing, writing papers, and a lot of times this would be back in my dorm on my desk or in a nice study spot around campus. But for the times when I'm on the go, running between classes and meetings, it was kind of a pain to take out of my backpack as it was pretty heavy, just to answer a few emails or take some notes, or get some work done. Having this iPad really fixes this issue for me, as it's lightweight and very portable and really easy to take out of my backpack. I also hated how hard it was to take effective notes in high-level computer science classes. Before I had the iPad and Apple Pencil, I took notes with a notebook and pen, but when it came to huge complex problems and diagrams that I had to copy down in the middle of class, my notes would just turn out messy, and then when I looked back onto them, I couldn't retain anything. Here's an example, I'll pull it up right now. Imagine trying to draw this with a pen and paper in the middle of class. For those of you curious, my note-taking app of choice is GoodNotes, and you can get it on the App Store for around $5 or $10. Taking the majority of my notes on my iPad meant less paper, less clutter, and more organization. Some other key things that I like about having an iPad. I have an iPhone, so that means I can use iMessage and FaceTime, which is really convenient. Airdrop is also nice, where I can send photos and files quickly between my iPad and iPhone. But by far my favorite thing about the iPad is one of its features, which is split screen. I can answer an email without having to pause my YouTube video. I can take notes while reading an article. The split screen feature with all its touch gestures is just overall convenient and really nice. Since I've been out of college, I've been using my iPad mainly for listening to music, watching Netflix and YouTube, surfing the web, and also making my YouTube thumbnails. My graphic design app of choice is Affinity Photo. It works really well with the Apple Pencil. I have been using Adobe Photoshop the past 7 years for graphic design purposes, but recently transitioning into Affinity Photo, it's been a really great experience, especially with Apple Pencil. Like myself a year ago, you might also be looking into buying an iPad for 2020 to reap the benefits that I previously mentioned. So should you get the new 2020 iPad Pro? If this iPad is going to be your main daily driver for work and other activities, or if you like getting the new model every year and are comfortable spending around $1,000, I'd say yes, go for it. But if you're like me and you're on a budget and this iPad isn't going to be your main daily driver, I have my PC I built recently for that, I'd say take a look at older models of the iPad Pro and not get the latest model. Again, I bought my 2017 iPad Pro 10.5 edition for around $360 last summer. I think now it's around $440. The 2017 12.9-inch Pro edition is around $600 refurbished on Amazon. I would also take a look at the 2018 and 2019 models of the iPad, and just a quick note, the iPad Air and the iPad are cheaper than iPad Pro. That's all I got for today. I hope this video gave you some insight on if you're looking into buying an iPad in 2020. If you want to see more tech videos like this and other content, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to support the channel. I'm Jerry, and I'll see you next time.